That's the whole tragic point, my friends. What would I do if I could suddenly feel and to know once again that what I feel is real? I could cry, I could smile, I might lay back for a while. Tell me what would I do if I could Good morning. Welcome to your inner city wake-up call. We got some technical difficulties this morning. We're working them out as we speak. Good morning. We're sorry about the technical difficulties this morning. Sometimes you plug stuff in and it don't want to come out right. That's the topic this morning. You never know what's going to happen over here on this show. Welcome to the Inner City Wake Up Call, today being 4/18/2016. It's Monday morning. Get on up now. We got it all worked out. 15 minutes of fun. Press 1 if you want to talk to your host this morning. Press 1 if you want to talk to your host this morning. I have returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet the bread to the wise, nor yet the riches to the men of understanding, nor yet the favor to the men of skill, but time and chance happen them all. My mom used to say, time and unforeseen circumstances befall us all. Yes, good morning. Welcome to your Inner City Wake Up Call. That's what we want to talk about this morning. If you want to talk to the host, press 1. I heard we had some shootings this weekend. I'm trying to get some updates on that and some other events that happened. It's funny how a weekend will change your whole life. But time and unforeseen circumstances, it befalls. What you doing today, man? You know, let me get the sun out my face here on this show this morning. What you doing today? I mean, what you doing with your time? How's your day plan? You got a to-do list in your pocket? You know, you just woke up this morning, jumped out of bed, and you just gonna go make it willy-nilly. You keep trying to make it willy-nilly if you want to. Time and unforeseen circumstances befall us all. You got, man, we 24 hours you got. 24 hours you got today. You got this morning, you got 24. And there's none of that's guaranteed in between. None of that, like the next hour is not guaranteed. What you doing today? What are you doing preparing for your future? What are you doing? I mean, if you didn't get this first book, that second book we wrote, 43 Days of Thoughts and Understanding, I guarantee you, and we just finished doing the final cut last night. Man, I'm telling you, I'm going to pat myself on the back again. I'm sorry. This 43 days, if you haven't got it and studied it yet, get the 43 days from me. Go through it one day at a time. I'm telling you, it's going to accelerate your injury. What you doing, man? You got 24 hours. What you going to do with them? Did you write your to-do list down? Did you do your call-in list? Who you need to see today? What the things from last week that you need to carry over to this week? Yeah, I know the bills you got to get paid. Yeah, we know that. Those are necessary. But no, what are you doing planning for your son, your time in the sun? Man, them goals that you've been putting out for forever and a day that you haven't got to. You know, those ideas that you got created and floating around your head. You can't take them to your grave, man. What you gonna do with them? I'm calling some of my brothers today. Jamia, that book that I've been asking you about. Reggie, that book that I've been asking you about. You know, you done dropped the 100 pounds and you won't give me a book so I can put out here. Get me the book, man. What you gonna do? That time you got. Yeah, you can't spend it all in the gym, bro. Get on out that gym and come on, put some stuff on pen and paper so that you can leave something to the people that's coming to this earth after you. You gotta leave something besides your name. Who was here? Daoud was here. Yeah, okay. What did he do? He was here. No! He was here. That's all. You was just existing. No, what did you leave? What, hey, man, Pops used to do this. My Pops used to do that. Pops used to, yeah. That's what you wanted. Your legacy. 24. Time and unforeseen circumstance befall us all. What you gonna do today? It's a short time. It's not guaranteed. So you got to make the best of it, but you got to get the book. You got the plan. This morning, you should have already, hey, I'm guilty. I've always rushed my show, but that's the way I have fun on the show. I should have, 7:05, I'm waiting to that last 5 minutes, but I get it in. Consistency. You got to doggone be consistent. I work in a field where I see people coming out trying to re-enter and get their life back together. And that's a blessing for me because it really keeps me on track more than ever now. Because I watch people have opportunities right before them and they squander it. The opportunity is sitting right there and they squander it all because they didn't make a meeting or they didn't go to this function or they didn't make this phone call. They trying to get a job. Man, how you trying to get a job calling somebody one time a day? I talk about it in the book, how to get a job 30 days or less. How you going to think you going to get an advancement asking your boss one time? Excuse me, sir, can I get a raise, please? No. Okay, well, I'm going to ask you again tomorrow, so you might as well get ready. And I'm going to keep asking you till you get it because I think I earned it, and I know I earned it, and I'm going to keep asking. Matter of fact, I'm going to keep asking you for the raise until you give it to me. In the meantime, I'm asking somebody else to give me another job. That's how you got to think, man. I'm going to keep asking you for what I earn and what I deserve. No, I'm going to keep asking you. Every day I come to work, sir, can I get a raise? In the meantime, every day at lunch, I got 1 hour. I'm calling 5 or 10 people. I'm sitting in 5 or 10 resumes. And when I clock off your job at 8 o'clock, I'm sending another 20 to 25 resumes because somebody going to give me what I think I earn. Not what I think, what I know I'm worth and deserve. That's the confidence and drive you got to have today. And in the meantime, those businesses, why we don't have any black businesses? Oh, no. I got 2 I'm planning right now and plan to be opening by the end of the year. I've got tired of procrastinating. I've got 1 already, and I've got another one I plan to open by June or July. And then after that, I plan to open a 3rd store. Yes, you have to plan where I'm going to find the money from. It's there. It's right in your pocket. You got a plan. Oh, you thought I was riding a bicycle. I don't ride a bicycle because I don't want to pay these people that don't want no car payment. You know a car payment? I ride a bike to work. I get on the bus with a bike. The bike takes me all over town. It rains about 3 days a month. I only get caught in the rain every so often. I got a poncho for that. But what does that save me? Well, $350 a month if it's a good car payment, plus insurance, plus the utilities and the gas. I'm saving about $450 to $500 a month riding a bicycle. You know what that is? That's rent on the building that's going to put some product in that I can sell. That's how you open a business. You got to sacrifice and give up some time and energy to get your dreams off the ground. But if you keep thinking you're going to do it his way, you looking at him. See, he walks up in the bank with his little hush puppies on and this little plaid shirt. And he know Mr. Johnson because Miss Johnson or Mr. Johnson knew his daddy and knew his granddaddy and knew his great-granddaddy when he had you working on the plantation. That's how that game worked. He already know them. They got generation to generation of knowing each other. So he just gonna nod his head over there to the lady who looks black like she giving out the loan. She's the loan officer. You smiling in her face thinking you going to get something. The man over there that's really the loan officer is sitting there shaking his head. I don't know. I know his daddy. Yeah, I knew his daddy when my granddaddy had him a slave. And he was kind of buck wild in, running around on the plantation. So, no, don't give him a loan. But the little boy that's you sitting there with the hush weapons and the shirt on, yeah, give him one. That's how the game works. So now you, with these dreams and ideas that really want to open a business, that really want to clean up your community, you have to find a non-traditional method. I do everything non-traditional. My whole life is non-traditional because the traditional way, I'm looking at it, 400 years, it didn't work. Why am I going to continue to go down the traditional road of what we call relationships? I'm going to go down the traditional road of business. I'm going to go down the traditional road of education. But when I look at the black community's traditional road, what it has produced, it's produced nothing. So why am I going to continue to follow filter? No, I don't even go down the traditional road of health, and I got a disease. I take non-traditional medication because the traditional road keeps sending people to the cemetery. Why am I going to take a piece of medication from a doctor through the person who gave it to last week I saw in the obituary paper? I don't want his medicine. I want something different. And it's something different out there. You just got to, hey, search. Man, I am fired up this morning. Thank you, Mama. Mama said, time and unforeseen circumstances befall us all. Brother, I know my brother listened to that and said, Lord, is this boy going to talk about him? Boy, I'm going to talk about my mama forever because I can talk about it now. Man, it's something you know when you got a person. You're dealing with a person that got Alzheimer's. You can't reach them. You can't talk to them. Yeah, man, that's a difficult thing. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that woman to the day I die because she left me some tidbits, and that was one of them. Time, and unforeseen circumstances befall us all. You never know how you coming home. You never know how you going to wake up tomorrow. You never know who going to tap you on your shoulder and give you that opportunity that you've been waiting for all your life. I always carry my books around. I always carry a pad and pencil paper with me around. I always looking for that opportunity. I'm looking for that one today. Who today I'm going to sell a book to? Who today I'm going to get some nail information from? Who is it today that I'm going to get some grant information that I can able to help Link Incorporated? Who is it today that I'm going to run into that got that $1 million that don't mind giving up about $100,000 of it because he wants to invest in advanced youth outreach or OOPS or one of the programs that I support? Who is it today that I can find, that I can put on my list and add to my list that wasn't up there yesterday? Because why? I hustled, I was grinding, I was getting it. I was trying to beat time and unforeseen circumstances. Press 1 if you want to talk to the host this morning. I'm just having fun in the studio, enjoying the day. I hope y'all had a lovely, lovely, lovely weekend. We got some show planned tomorrow night. Hey, don't stop. Y'all slipping on that Tuesday night show. I did this on purpose. I wanted to shift some things around because I wanted to get to the teenagers. The Tuesday night show is about history. So those history lessons that you get in the morning on the freebie, coming in Tuesday night, I'm giving y'all some gems on history on the Tuesday night shows that you're not getting. And then remember, Thursday show we got the political show on Thursday. And if you didn't get yesterday's Sunday sermon, go get yesterday's Sunday sermon. It's a continuation of the Sadducees and the Pharisees, but it talks about the events centered around what we're doing, how your neighbor is, who's your best, who. It really talks about how we should treat each other and respect each other. And I really, somebody said yesterday that I didn't shout yesterday. I wasn't in a shouting mood. Some days I'm not. You know, I was very mundane. But sometimes people like the mundane better. So yesterday's sermon, I really tried to expound on how we should treat each other, how we should be about treat each other. But today, it's about time and unforeseen circumstances. Get your timing right. Plan your schedule. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to wrap this up with this. I'm done with excuses. I'm totally free now. Y'all thought I was free before. This week, I'm totally free now. I got one parent left, but I'm totally free, and I make sure now I call him every morning because my scripture does say respect, honor their father and mother. Even though I have some problems with my father, and you know what, I make it public, I will respect him, And I will continue to call him and look out at him and check on him in my mother's passing. But let me tell you this before I leave. You all that say you ain't free, you all that's complaining about this system, I'm not you all, we that complain, we that cry, we that want something. I hate to keep quoting my brother, but my brother said we have not because we ask not. Yeah, that's why. I'm going to ask. I'm going to get it. If you don't give it to me, I'm going to use my time wisely and go get it. I'm going to make sure every day I stay free because I'm already free. You all that don't know you free, I'm telling you, one more time, I'm going to keep advertising my book because I went through it last night and did the re-edit and sent it back in again. And I read it, and in its unedited version, it was powerful. Now that I fixed it, this 43 days of thoughts and understanding will change your life because it changed my life because I understand now I wrote it as I was going through a transformation. You've got to plan every day. If you think that this system is designed for you to win and you trying to play by its system, no, you can call me crazy or whatever, but non-traditional is how I'm doing it. The traditional system has failed. You're not going to get no loan the traditional way. You're not going to get no job the traditional way. You're not going to get a doctorate degree the traditional way. You're not going to keep a job the traditional way. Why? Because you wasn't brought here traditionally. You was brought here unconditionally. Untraditionally, if you want to use that word. Yeah. You wasn't brought here like normal human beings. You were brought here as slaves. So if you think you're going to play by that system, you're going to continue to play by a system that keeps you a slave. You got to think outside the box today, man. You got to work 5 times harder. Is it fair, son? No Kashif, no Brandon, no Akil, no Malik, no Nisa. It ain't fair. But life just ain't fair for us. But what God did make fair was you to use these 2 hands you got, them 2 feet you got, them 2 eyes you got, that nose you got, that brain you got in your head. That's fair. Now, if you put what I gave you with his, because I know what I gave you. If you put what I gave you, as Mama would say, to his, you're going to win every time. But if you try to put his to yours, you're going to lose every time. You better put what you got to what he got. Don't worry about what he got. You know what I gave you. You know what you're getting. And you run with that. And I guarantee you I'll see you at the finish line. Peace and blessings. Y'all keep running. Dawood out.